Anaphase. Anaphase is the most complex stage of mitosis because after completion of the anaphase, two sister chromatids are separate in case of mitosis. And after the completion of cytokinesis, two daughter cells originates from a previous single cell. In this case, in anaphase and cytokinesis, several proteins and several molecules or enzymes takes place and successfully completed the event anaphase and also cytokinesis. So in this video, I am going to discuss about those proteins and enzymes that are worked for in anaphase and cytokinesis and in the molecular view. Because we every know about anaphase, that in anaphase the separation of sister chromatids occur, but how the separation has been occurred, let's jump into the topic and know about those critical proteins that are essential for anaphase and also in cytokinesis. Hello friends, welcome to Biology Concern. I am Animesh. So let's jump into the topic. First of all, we have to know about some proteins and some complexes like APCs, like SCF, like APC, like SCF, like ubiquitin, MPF, cohesin, securin, etc. In my previous video, I already discussed about MPF in the interface video, about cohesin in the chromosome compaction video, securin in the also chromosome compaction video, and many more of that. But we have to know about the APC, SCF, and ubiquitin. What are they? So APC stands for anaphase promoting complex. So APC stands for anaphase promoting complex. The mechanisms of the proteins that are essential to promote the cell from metaphase to anaphase. Okay, for the progression of anaphase. So APC, anaphase promoting complex, are very much essential. That as the proteins in short time we observe that what are the proteins makes anaphase promoting complex and what is anaphase promoting complex, how it is works. And another important thing is SCF, that is SCF, full form of SCF is SKP-Culin-1 F box containing complex. So SKP-Culin-1 F box containing complex. It is a E3 ubiquitin ligase. So what is a ubiquitin ligase? Let's first focus about the ubiquitin. So ubiquitins are small molecules that are present inside of a cell. Each and every cell, the ubiquitin molecules are present. When a protein needs to be degraded, then ubiquitin is attached to each and every protein. So when a protein, say for this is a protein, and this protein needs for degradation. So here first ubiquitin comes into play. Here ubiquitin is attached with each of the proteins that are being degraded, and after that it passes through a large multi-protein complex known as proteasome complex. So this one is the proteasome complex. Okay, so proteasome complex only identify those proteins that are ubiquitinized. That means the protein attached with the ubiquitin, those proteins can be identified, the proteasome complex, and now proteasome complex degraded those proteins and produces individual amino acids. Okay, so individual amino acids, then the whole protein is now being degraded. Okay, so this is the main mechanism of degradation of a protein. So at first the protein must be ubiquitinized. So this ubiquitination or ligation of ubiquitin in the protein is done by SCF, that is SKP-Culin-1 F box containing complex. This is a E3 ubiquitin ligase complex catalyzing the ubiquitination of proteins destined for degradation by proteasome complexes. So proteasome complexes are important for degradation of each and every protein. And when those proteins are ubiquitinized, that means they are attached with ubiquitin molecules, then those proteasome complex can identify those proteins which are now being degraded, and finally it degrades the whole protein itself. Okay, so this is all about SCF. So in case of anaphase, SCF and APC, SCF adds the ubiquitin to the and APC function etc. separately. Those are function together and produces a protein ubiquitination, that is the ubiquitination of cohesin proteins, and after that those cohesin proteins are destruction or degraded from the sister chromatids, and after that each of the sister chromatids are now being separated. But here APC needs two adapter proteins to perform or to function well. That is, one is CDC20 and one is CDH1. CDC20 and CDH1, what are they? These proteins of CDC20 and CDH, they plays a key role in determining which proteins serves as APC substrate. So when APC is activated and APC needs its substrate, and which proteins served as APC substrate, that are determined by those proteins, that is CDC20 and CDH1. Those are also known as adapter proteins. So in case of anaphase, here I draw a brief diagram of anaphase where chromosome sister chromatids are separated two of the opposite poles. Okay, and the first function of APC CDC20. First thing is, when APC, so this one is the APC, this one is the APC. APC first bind with CDC20. Okay, so this one is the CDC20. So APC first bind with CDC20. Then it produces a form just like this. So now APC CDC20 complex is now made. Those APC CDC20 complexes activate prior to metaphase. Just before the metaphase, they activate and inhibit the securin by ubiquitination. So they are mainly activating SCFs to ubiquitized those securin proteins. What is that? So this one is the sister chromatid, this is the centromere, this one is the sister chromatid, and this one is the other sister chromatid. So these are sister chromatids, and red rings are cohesins. Cohesin, now here separase comes into play, and separase blocks the activity of securin. Okay, so securin blocks the activity of separase. So this one is the securin and this one is the separase. Separase also known as ESP1. So separase also known as ESP1 and securin also known as PDS1. So securin here blocks the activity of separase. That's why in metaphase all sister chromatids binds with together and tightly held together. And this green color is the spindle complex. Okay, these are the microtubules. And after the anaphase progression from metaphase to anaphase, securins are now being degraded by the help of those SCFs and ubiquitination. So there is no securin, so separase are now free. Separase activity cleaves those proteins from here to here. Okay, and in this case, those sister chromatids are separate from each other. So all are degraded cohesins here. Those are the degraded cohesins here. So release and activate of separase at the end of the metaphase. So at the end of the metaphase, separase is activated, and those separase cuts the cohesin molecules, and it only cuts the SCC1 of the cohesin molecules. Just you observe that this is the cohesin structure. This is the cohesin structure. Okay, and here is the SCC1. This one is the SCC. Okay. So this one is the sister chromatid cohesin protein 1. So here separase cleaves that protein and it actually opens up the cohesin, and now those sister chromatids are separated from each other. So separation of sister chromatids together. And so this one is the for anaphase, and after the completion of the anaphase, now this is the function of APC CDH1. Okay, so APC is now being bind with the CDH1. And near the end of the mitosis, CDC20 inactivates. So here CDC20 inactivate and activate the CDH1. Now CDH1 binds with APC and makes APC CDH1 complex. So APC CDH1 complex. Those CDH1 complexes are ubiquitination of cyclin B. Cyclin B is very much essential because MPF, that is the maturation promoting factor, activates in the G2 phase of every cell cycle. Okay, so when a G2 phase MPF activates, MPF actually is cyclin B along with CDK1. So here cyclin B cuts off or degraded from the MPF, and now destruction of cyclin B by proteasome complex, now the activity drop of CDK1. So CDK stands for cyclin dependent kinase. When CDK1 is there, there must be a cyclin B, and the absence of cyclin B drops down the activate of CDK1, and now progression of the cell out of the mitosis and next G1 of the next cell cycle. Here's I made a chart of some cyclins and CDKs. Like in early G1, cyclin D is activated and along with CDK4 or CDK6. In late G1, cyclin E is activated with CDK2. In S phase, cyclin A is activated with CDK2, and in G2, the cyclin B is activated with CDK1 until the next cell cycle G1 of the next cell cycle. So when a particular MPF is functioning, that is from G2 to mitosis phase, that means the end of the mitosis, then here SCF actually works. SCF actually degrades ubiquitination of cyclin B. So here cyclin B is now ubiquitinized by the help of SCF and now been degraded, or destruction by proteasome complex. I already told you there. That is that. And in absence of cyclin B, the activity drop down of CDK1, and now the cell comes out from the mitosis and enters into next G1. So this is the molecular activity or molecular mechanisms behind the anaphase and the cytokinesis, where two daughter cells are produced. So I think this video is really helpful for you to understand what is the SCF or what is the function of APC-CDC20 or APC-CDH1, and that is very much essential to know the molecular basis of mitosis. If you like that video, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.